Hi, my name's Nexa. I don't know what the fuck that was, but anyway. And welcome to Conversations with a Self-Sabotager. Me. I don't know if I should hold this. I feel like I just hold it. Feels a bit more professional. Yeah. So, 25 years old now. It's 2023. Happy New Year. Happy whatever the other ones are. And I hope that this year brings you prosperity and vibes. You know, because we all try to catch a vibe. Um, but not right now. Right now we're going serious mode. Okay, it's not a good vibe. It's a serious vibe. The definition of self-sabotage: behavior or thoughts, especially of an involuntary or unconscious nature, that are harmful to one's self-interest or development. Attaining success is a beautiful thing, but self-sabotage can hold us back from reveling, in our own achievements. And that is exactly what I do. Let's see another one. Another one. Self-sabotaging behavior or thought, especially of an involuntary or unconscious nature, that are harmful to one's interest or development. Same one. Anyway, the phrase afterwards is different. Self-sabotaging is often learned in childhood. I should go to therapy. Anyway, so basically, when I self-sabotage myself, it's very often in the sense of me wanting to do something, seeing it's possible, analyzing how long it would take me to do it, and then saying no. Or, this has happened a lot before, seeing happiness, reveling in the happiness, being a little bit too happy, distancing myself, and leaving. Because I have attachment issues. I guess. I guess. Anyway, that's my self sabotaging. What's yours?
I like finding ways to avoid
Yes.
relationships.
Oh. Oh, why?
Yeah, I like find it.
Oh, interesting. Thanks for sharing. That's what a conversation is about, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, back to the topics at hand. Me. I very loud. I'm a loud person. I realize it when I shout or speak. I like to como se dice, be the center of attention. It's a place I like to revel in. I like to enjoy. I read the word revel and I've used it twice already. I mean, three times if you count me saying it right now. That's impressive. That's anyway. So me being loud is a gate to my emotions. A lot of people say I'm also very emotionally intelligent, right? So I know how people feel or how they might feel in a certain scenario. But I think it's because I have felt the same way they feel, but I just didn't express it. So my intelligence level in the emotional aspect goes up because I already know what you're going through. Like I've been there. Crying 3 a.m. in the morning. AM is the morning, but crying? Been there. Kicking yourself in the ass because you didn't try your hardest, but you said you wouldn't because you were nonchalant about it. But now, when you realize it truly mattered to you and you didn't try your hardest and you failed and someone else succeeded, come on now. That's a cakewalk. Realizing that if you actually studied that test, you would have passed it, and passing that test would allow you to be in that class with your friends in fourth grade. Don't tell me about the past. Come on now. Been there, done that. Anyway, enough of my traumatic past and future that haunts me every day of my life. I'm trying to correct my wrongs. And you should do so too by listening to this podcast every week. I'm not going to put a week on this. Because some of you guys know my old podcast. Huh? Come on now. But show of hands. Show of hands who listened to that. That utter garbage. Okay, it wasn't garbage. It just wasn't what I wanted in a podcast. It wasn't snappy. Wasn't funny. You know, it didn't have the little. It didn't have a camera. So this is like, boom, already step up. It didn't have these lights because there was no camera, and it didn't have me holding this little microphone for my face. So that's also pretty cool. Again, it just there was no camera. That's actually why the podcast didn't work. No, I just didn't like the idea, and I felt really fake doing it. So this is the realest I'm gonna be. Like this is like so me that the title might as well just have me in it. And it is there. I am the self-sabotager. It's conversations with me. Potentially other people. We'll see in the future. But me, main guest, main host, and you along on the ride. It's going to be a bumpy one. It's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be days I come here crying. I don't know if I can cry in front of camera. Definitely emotional. There'll be days where I'll be emotional. There'll be days where I'll be laughing at my pain. And that's fine. I'll be really honest. And that's what I want you guys to be too. I want you to be honest with me. I want you to really look deep into your heart, into your soul, and think, when have I self-sabotaged myself? When have I stopped myself from being happy? When was I given the opportunity for something good to happen and I said no? Oh, think about it. I'll give you a second. There we go. That's enough. So me, again, host of the show, I do it quite often. Prime example, I like this girl. She didn't like me back, I think. Maybe she did. Who knows? I didn't ask. But she liked the guy in my class. She told me she liked the guy in my class. Instead of me just, minding my own business, I told the guy in my class to ask her out because she liked him. They ended up dating. He ended up breaking her heart. I ended up picking up the pieces. Long story short, that was a pretty short story, but anyway. If I just minded my own business, I wouldn't be heartbroken in the middle of it. I was there like, wait. Because in my head, when I talked to the guy and said, yo, go ask her out, I was like, he's going to say, nah, I ain't even into her like that. But he's like, okay, bet. Goes, gets a date. They date for like 3 months. Those whole 3 months, I'm seeing them kiss and shit. And I'm like, deep down, I'm like, man, I made this happen. Why? Why did I do that? Like, why did I even try? Why did I put myself in a situation that I didn't want to be in the first place? Let alone in the last place. Like, why? I don't want to be there. But I put myself there. And you might be like, William, that's not really self-sabotaging. You didn't know what was going to happen until it happened, so it happened. True. But I consider it self-sabotaging because I didn't have to do that at all. I could have just minded my own business, accepted her information, and I didn't even ask if she liked me. I didn't even shoot my shot. We were good friends. She barely knew the guy. So his mysterious vibe must have been what she was attracted to. But what if she was attracted to the Don Quixote? You know what I'm saying? What if she was attracted to the Ding Dong King Kong? You know what I'm saying? That we'll never know. Because my dumbass didn't think to think, I guess. But that's, okay, I say prime example. That's not a prime example. I got more. Later on in the show, we'll get to them. For now, let's just keep that as like, up there. Well, moving on, what I want to do with the podcast. I'm going to use this podcast to really structure my life and keep tabs on who the fuck I am. And also really keep tabs on my, how do I say it? My raison d'etre, as they would say, my reason of being. Because I believe to talk to oneself, is to know oneself. So the more I talk, the more I'll learn about me, and the more open I'll be to learn about other people. I think I know a lot of people, and people know me, but they don't know me, and I also don't know them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this will be a way for people to learn. Oh shit, William, William actually has feelings. Like, yo, William, like, yo, I didn't know you cried at night, bro. I don't. I do. I don't. I don't. I've never done that. I don't know. I don't know if the audio podcast would hear that. We'll see. Um, but that's besides the point. Sometimes you have to let the emotions go through. Someone told me this. I think it was really pretty. They said, you don't have to trust the process, but you have to let it happen. And I was like, yeah, damn. I was like, yeah, you didn't have to go that deep, G. You did not have to go that deep. Because that's facts. That is too real. Because sometimes sometimes I'd be looking at the process, I'm like, no. No, I don't like that. Whatever is happening right now, stop. Stop. Just stop. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And me trying to stop it is the dumbest shit I could ever try to do. I might as well just let it happen. The faster it's over, if it's a bad one, the better I'll be at the end, right? But if it's a good one, and I think I don't like what's happening because I might not be mentally ready. I might not be where I want to be in life for what's about to happen. It's still gonna happen. I can't stop it from happening. So why fight it? So you don't have to trust the process, but you're gonna have to let it happen. Okay? And that's the step one. That's the step. That's what we're gonna do. Number one step is we're gonna try and do that. All of us. I don't know how many we are. All of us we're gonna hold hands and just just through it all. Cause golly, there are times, man. There are times I feel tested. There are times where I'm like, this just doesn't feel fair. Life isn't fair, but this right here, golly, it does not feel fair. Or I'm thinking about like that one song by Pussycat Dolls. I think it's Pussycat Dolls. Could be just Nicole, but she's like, I hate this part right here. It's like, bro, that song speaks to me on a molecular level, bro. It's like she's not just saying I hate this part. It's like she knew it was gonna happen. She knew it because she was in a relationship. And I think the video like showcases her like going to the guy's place and like the guy's cheating on her or something. And so she's like, I hate this part because she's gone through it. So she's like, I don't want to do this again, but I have to do it. Like it's gonna happen. So Anyway, I don't know why we're talking about the Pussycat Dolls. That's cool. Got it. Those guys are good. Don't you wish your girl was hot like me? When I grow up, I want to be. Whew. What else they have? Ooh, that song with Will I Am. How's it go again? I don't give a. Keep looking at butt. See, do me, look at. Yeah, that song is a bop. Hey, go lie. Okay, back to topic. So we said what the podcast is for, me. We said what the podcast is about, me. And thirdly, why? Why are we doing the podcast? I said that, I think. Me. No, we're doing it to learn about. No, we're doing it to learn about everything. We're learning about everybody and everything. And I want all the self-sabotagers to come out of their hiding. Come on. You want to get out of there. You want to get out. You want to tell the world, I am scared. And I don't feel fine. And no one is listening. And that's not fair. So I want to be heard. and I want to talk. I want everyone to say that, right? Like if you want to say it right now, say it in your mind, say it in your heart, whatever. But just if you feel unheard or if you feel alone in the situation you're going through or have been going through or had thought you're going through, just speak those words, and maybe you'll see in your mind someone that's been hearing you and you just haven't registered that. Someone that's willing to listen. Could be a close friend, could be a stranger, could be a coworker, could be your parents, your brother, sister. But just think about like how many people are willing to listen, but you decided, oh, my problems aren't enough that weren't to be heard. So I'm not going to tell them. Think about that. Okay? And yeah, really just look at your surroundings. Sometimes, like I said earlier, I think I did, I'm not sure, but sometimes being the loudest person in the room means you are the silentest in your mind. So you're loud so everyone can make noise so it's not quiet in your head. But when they're all gone, it's pretty damn quiet. But there is always, I feel there's always someone out there that wants to talk to you. And you don't have to make it a love interest now. Come on now. Not again, Matthew. You already know it's the people that start with M that always be trying to fuck. You don't have to go there. Just listen or speak your mind. But don't pretend, oh my god, she listened to me. That means she wants the D. No, it's not like that. It doesn't work like that. Some people are just there to listen, and some people aren't there for that. No, some people just they care, and it might not be the person you think you want to care, and that's what might be stopping you from sharing. It's like, man, not her. Oh, man, not him, man. Like, I didn't even talk to him. I don't talk to him like that. But if they listen, you don't have to talk to them the next day. Just get it off your chest. If they have decent advice, listen. If they don't. If they do, don't. Sometimes, listen. Advice is like a bad movie. Okay? So a bad movie is 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're talking about feature film length movie here. So 1 hour and 30 minutes plus. You watch the whole damn thing. Absolute trash. You hated every damn moment of it. But there was one thing in the movie that you were like, damn, that was a pretty good shot. I like that character right there. Oh, that's some good acting. I like the way the director chose to use that apple as a insignia to show what life is truly about. It's the big apple, or the apple that Adam and Eve ate. Like something like that. So you can always take something from the advice, just like you can take something from the bad movie and roll with it. The everything sucked. That one thing that one person said, cool, pretty chill. I like it. But everything else, shut your mouth. Stop talking. Because I'm not here for that shit. Right? I heard what I had to hear. I'm gonna move on. And I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, what's it called? That guy, Tyler Perry? He said, not everyone's in your life forever. Some people are in your life for seasons. I think something like that. He said something like that. And it'd be like that. Sometimes you just gotta not really roll with the punches, but sometimes you just gotta accept that people won't be in your life forever. And so, make the most of it. That person you don't want to talk to, but keeps on bothering you, hear him out. Just literally text him. You text him first. See what happens. Just text him first and say, what? Then they'll be like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's my time to shine. And they will go on and on about everything they've ever wanted to tell you. and you heard them. You finally heard them, and you can make the decision there and then. Yeah, this guy's pretty chill. Yeah, blocked. And then you can give her a good reason. People. I know I'm jumping all over the place. The main point of the podcast is now done. Honestly, shit was finished at like 15 minutes. But now we're just going on tangents. We're just shooting down birds. We're killing birds. The birds are your thoughts. We're killing them. You got to start telling people why you're going. Why are you going? Not where you're going, how you're going, why. Why are we no longer talking anymore? What warranted this cold shoulder? A silent treatment? I was trying to find another one. I can't. But you know what led to this? And a lot of the time, we don't tell people, and we end up ghosting them. And when we see them later on in life, shit, sometimes you even see them the next day. Me. Um, it's awkward, and no one wants any awkward moments, bro. Awkward moments suck. It's like, why? Why are we being awkward? I don't know you like that. I shouldn't have to feel a certain way. I blocked you or I stopped talking to you, so why do I feel? There's some people that have like this thick skin, this like reptile level cold blood, where they could literally look you in the eyes and have no remorse whatsoever. And I'm not talking about women specifically, but you women know how to do it. I don't know how you guys do it. It's impressive. I don't know if you like look in the mirror before you leave the house and you're like, today, no matter who I see, they mean nothing to me. And hey, I mean, shit, you motherfuckers are Terminators. Not all of you, though. Yeah, I'm just saying, the few that are, impressive. Keep it up. I think. Don't. No, don't. Start telling people why you're leaving. Low key, keep it up, though. Because some people don't deserve explanations. True. I didn't think of that. People who don't deserve explanations are the people that keep talking when they have already been shut up. There. Those are the only people you can actually ghost. If you told them shut up, or something along the lines of shut up, like, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you're strange, then and only then you can do what you gotta do. But if they're like, and then you're like, peace, not okay. This is coming from a place of hurt, honestly. So I'm really just projecting. I have been blocked before on multiple occasions. One time, I did meet the blockee. No, the blocker. I'm the blockee, yeah. I met the blocker. And I talked to her. I was like, yo, you blocked me. What was the deal? And she straight up said to my face, you weren't mysterious enough. I knew too much of what was going on in your life. And it made me feel like you overshare. So I didn't like that energy. I left. I was like, that's kind of weird because I wasn't sharing to you. I was just sharing to the masses. You were just part of the masses at the time. So it's like, why does that matter? Why would you block me? Like, what did I do? But looking back on it, it shouldn't have fucking mattered because I didn't care about her. So why did I care about being blocked? You know? Why did I literally thought about it for like nights on end. Like for 3 nights. I was like, man, what did I do? What did I type? I shouldn't have typed this. I shouldn't have done. You can't stop the blocker. The blocker has all the power. Okay? If you get blocked, just and walk it off. Because you might not be that better. You like a lot of people be saying, oh, but you're so much better than they are. Like, don't worry about it, man. You're so good. Like, you're top dog, G. Yeah, no. Sometimes you're the piece of shit. You are the piece of shit and you deserve to be blocked. And that is fine as well. Work on yourself. 2023. Back to the punching bag. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you're not the piece of shit. And then You start questioning yourself, your livelihood, what you do for a living. But you shouldn't. Don't care about the blocker. Only care about the blockee, you, yourself, and yours. You matter to you. You said something wrong? Move on. You said something right? Move on. You said nothing at all? Move on. They don't matter to you. You don't matter to them, clearly because they blocked you. And that's that. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we're reaching like the 30-minute mark. We talked about blocking, so I guess we'll put that in the title. Title will be Conversations with Self-Sabotager, what it means to be a self-sabotager, and blocking. Pretty good title. Pretty good. So I'm gonna leave on a positive note. This is something I've really wanted to do, and I've always just been really reluctant because I never know where to start. I never know when to start, and I never know how I want to start. A lot of the times I do things sporadically because I see them as cool, or I see them as enlightening, or I see them as something I can try, but I never really give my all. And I low-key hate myself for that because I know people put in the time and effort into things that they truly trust, believe, and love, and they don't see the results. And here I am trying random shit and hoping to get the same level of results, you know? And that's just plain dumb. Like, I had this analogy. I like seeing things for the end and not the beginning, or excuse me, I burped. I like seeing things for the end and not the journey. So a lot of times I'd be like, yo, if I start going to the gym today, in 9 months, I'll look like a god. But then I don't look at the 8 months in between. I'm just like, that's like a blur to me. They don't exist. And so a lot of the times I fall off. I'm just like I do it for a month. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. I go for 2 weeks. Okay, you got me. I go for 2 weeks, and then I'm like, I don't see the results. I guess this is not for me, and I leave. And it's like, yo, bro, you gotta keep going. Like, you can't stop. You just can't stop like that. You gotta keep going. And that's what this is gonna be. I know that I'll be able to hold myself accountable because this is truly me, and it's really, I'm just trying to be as much me for me as I possibly can be. So it's taking like a video essay slash self therapy thingy, but yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be self accountable. I guess like every end of the week, I'll have like a little story to tell about the week. I'll just think of a story and I'll see if I managed to not sabotage myself, or if I was I don't know what the opposite of sabotage is. So the opposite of sabotage. Hey Siri, what's the opposite of sabotage? Come on, Siri, come on.
Here's what I found from addpoint.com.
Okay, cool.
Apart
She
from
says,
similar words, there are always opposite words in dictionary too. The opposite words for sabotage are aiding, assistance, devotion, faithfulness, fidelity, fix, help, and loyalty.
okay, so I'm going to be fidel to myself. I'll be, instead of a sabotage, I'm going to be a fidelity. Yeah. Sounds about cool, sounds about right. Yeah, so little Siri cameo right there. So I guess now the title is featuring Siri. Yeah. I just want to say thank you for listening this far. I can't believe you did. This is the first of hopefully a long series to come, and I appreciate you and your loved ones. I hope you have a good night and don't sabotage yourself.